So today is the day, yes, the day we go back to the other and hopefully find a good way to loot these structures so that way we can gain as much as possible from them. Now, I'm going to do this a couple of different ways. The first way is going to be a bit more manual, but the next way, I'm thinking that we could potentially use the builder to clear out an area. Just don't want it to break the chest. Now, that's going to take some testing to find out if that's what it does. But first things first, I think we should get into the mob crusher. Now, I'm almost positive this recipe has been changed. So let's take a look at industrial mob crusher. This right here. Yes. Okay. So everything looks pretty much, yeah, the way it's supposed to. Let's go ahead and get our automation processing to make the advanced machine frame, which is the hardest part of this whole process. Everything else is very, very simple. And then we also should get automation, or we should probably just go ahead and make a range upgrade. So I want to make the largest range upgrade that industrial has. And I think that one is like a 19 by 19. It is a 12 plus 12. So, man, that's a really hard one to judge how big it is. I think it's a 25 by 25. I think if I did my math kind of correct, this is a 3 by 3. This goes up. I wish it just said the actual size. This is a 3 by 3. This is a 5 by 5, 7 by 7, 9 by 9. It just keeps going up like that. And I think this is 25 by 25. This one's pretty nice, and it's just super cheap to make. Now that I have the mob crusher, and I have the range upgrade, and I also have the processing upgrades for it, we also need something else. We're going to need a tank. And Industrial Foregoing, I think, has some of the largest tanks in this pack. Actually, it has an infinite tank after you get to that point. So a regular one, as you can see, these all use certain tiers. So if you want to just go up to the 65, like this is a lot, right? This is 65,000 buckets that can fit in here. The next one is just max int. If you want to go here, all you got to do is just simply make that tiered version, and which is what we're going to do. And we're going to use this tank to house the essence that this mob crusher is going to do. And I want to basically have this producing a bunch of essence, because we might use this essence later on as a part of Industrial Foregoing itself. So with all of this set up, I think we are ready to go loot. So if I just go over to the other and get myself prepped up for this, I need to set up my mob crusher. Oh, I also need a point. Almost forgot about that. We're gonna need a point real quick. Thankfully, I made one last time. So yeah, I'm using some experience. It's actually a lot of experience because this doesn't account for what level you are. I should be able to set this up generally in this upper area here. And I want it facing this way. Let's put the range upgrade in there. And then we should be able to see how big the area is. So yeah, it's definitely going to cover the top here, so we can just loot the top for now. We'll go ahead and put the speed upgrades in. That makes it a lot faster. And then this. And then for now, we can just put this in the back. And then I'll make sure to have the fluid, because mobs won't generate essence. Let's have it just set to generate essence. And then output the fluid to the back. Yeah, I think that should work. Make sure to set this on the right channel. Awesome. And now we can pop in here. If I had an axe, it'd be a lot better, wouldn't it? Let's go ahead and break into this. And now the mobs should be getting killed. We might want to, yeah, stick this a little bit lower. Ooh, it does look like these mobs are getting killed. Kind of. Oh, yeah. So we are going to have to change this just a little bit. Just a little bit. We got to get it a little bit lower here. So I think this is going to work. Yeah, it does seem like the mobs are being killed. And we're able to get in here and do some looting. Nice. It does save a little bit. Oh, it looks like there was some vibranium nuggets. There's a bunch of all the modium nuggets. Oh my gosh, the loot in here is a lot more than I was thinking. Oh my gosh, and look at the gear. Oh man, this is gonna be perfect for all of our enchants. But yeah, this should, yeah, be taking care of the mobs ever so slightly. Not 100%. Also need to be careful what I'm throwing in here to eat. I need to set this feeding setting. Let's see, to block, allow, only allow the eating of that. That will probably save me from all that trouble. Yeah, as soon as these guys walk up here, they're detected. That actually saves a lot. Let's go ahead and eat one of these. And now we have night vision. We can break these spawners. Thankfully, these spawners, us breaking them, actually keeps them intact because we have the silk touch. And should hopefully help with all of the craziness that's going on. Kind of chill it out in here. So I've moved it over here, and it seems to be working on the witches, which is perfect. All of these chests are empty for some reason. Are they like decoy chests? Very interesting. This whole area is just jam-packed with all kinds of stuff. Yeah, those are empty. I almost feel like the looty chests are definitely in the top. Now, here's the question. Is there a bottom to this area? Oh, these are the chests. Ah, so it's on this side. And then it looks like, yeah, these are all decoy chests. Ah, that's interesting. So there's only like one actual side that has a good amount of loot in it. You know what? I thought that the method of using the mob grinder was going to be worthwhile. And it's kind of not. Like I can easily get through here and just break the spawners faster than these mobs are really going to bother me. Yeah. It's just, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous how fast we actually are. Look at this. We're getting vibranium, tons of materials at very little effort. I love this. There's so much loot in here. So just rummaging through what we had gained just from that short period of time, some of this gear is just downright ridiculous. When attacked, you gain insta health too. You just gain insta health, and you also get resistance on this chest piece. This thing is crazy. Like you get health boost. I mean, it's just, some of this gear is just bananas. It's like you just like you'll be invincible. Like this one here, insta health as well, explosion damage reduced. Just some of the gear that's in here. It's just, there's so much. And all of this has crazy enchants on it. This is probably one of the best ways to just get enchants. If you want a specific enchant, you're probably going to get it here. I mean, there's so much. So now, even though we got a ton of loot, I still think there's a better way to potentially find things easier. And that is to use the builder. So RF Tools has the builder. And this is a fantastic tool, like just all around. This is like one of the best quarry tools. And as you can see, it does cost a little bit of aluminium, so it's fairly cheap to get into. And then we're going to need a quarry card. So here's where it gets a little bit more expensive. I don't think we can filter specifically what blocks we want it to mine. And my thing is, I'm afraid that it's going to actually mine or try to mine the chests. And if it does do that, it's not going to give us any of the loot from it. So I would prefer for it to, do anything but that. So we are going to need the very specific quarry card, which is going to require a diamond pick. We should have, I think, everything we need to make this. We, of course, have to start off with a regular shape card, which is how you actually just build with the builder. But instead, we're going to be doing the exact opposite. We're going to be destroying with the builder. Okay, so everything's together. We have the builder, and then we just need to give it power. And thankfully, we can reduce the amount of overall power that we give it, so we don't have to give it a ton. And let's see, we also want a chest. How about using one of our diamond chests? And if I remember correctly, I think these also contain their upgrade. They do not. So we can definitely put an upgrade in here. I'll just put a stack 1 upgrade in the chest. And let's break that. Does it retain the thing? No, it does not. Okay. Well, that's fine. We are going to head back to where we were just at. I think this time I am going to use the structure compass to find a different structure. And We're going to test this bad boy out. Now, I have gone and used my compass yet again to find the Aldemadium dungeon this go around. And, well, it is right in front of me now. And this is what the dungeon looks like. A bit different from the pyramid. But it still also has plenty of loot and plenty of mobs to fight. But this go around, I'm not necessarily going to be fighting the mobs. I'm actually going to clear this from one corner all the way to the other. To do this, we don't actually need to be right up in the way here. We can actually go up top. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to place the builder. This is just incredibly powerful, by the way. Place the builder, make sure to get our power connected. And then I also want to set a limit on here of 2,500. I think that is plenty. Let's set this to power surge, although we don't have that weird jittering that we're having. Perfect. And now for the crazy part. So all we have to do is shift right click this, right? To select our first corner. And then let's go ahead and gracefully head down here. We'll click this corner to select it. And then we just need to find the other corner, which in my case, I'm going to go ahead and just do this part up here. This part right here. Let's see. It's going to leave a little bit, but that's going to be fine. There's our other corner. It's going to leave these top bits, but that's fine. And all we got to do is place that inside. And we are just about ready to go. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I'm going to need a lever. Hopefully I can make a lever out of... Oh yeah, I can't make it out of netherrack. Uh-oh. Is there regular stone I could use? And does this wood actually work? These are all things that we're going to find out. Let's see, can I make a stick? Okay, I've got to make a lever. Well, that was definitely a thing. I had to go all the way back to get a lever after trying all of these random items that absolutely did not work to make a lever. So yeah, so now that we're ready to go and everything's set up, let's do this. And I'm kind of curious. Oh wait, this is not a clearing quarry. Break was canceled. Does that mean it encountered a chest? I almost think so. I am also going to have to take this card out and redo everything. Wait for my cooldown. Oh no, I'm gonna get a waystone for this. We're gonna head back. I gotta do a lot of flying back. But yeah, I forgot to switch it to a clearing card. Currently, it is in, it'll replace it with dirt. We surround it with glass, it will just simply clear everything and leave the empty space. So after getting everything set back up, moment of truth, I reconfigured the thing and we have the clearing quarry set. And I'm hoping this works. Okay, as you can see, it says break was canceled, and I'm almost positive it's because there's is it spawners? It can't break spawners. There's water. That's interesting enough. Okay, there's a bunch of spawners. And I guess it just couldn't break the spawners? Let's give it another shot. And maybe that will fix it. Let's try again. And it says break was canceled. I can also click this to highlight the position that it's in. I have honestly no idea what it's getting caught on. That is very interesting. Well, there's another experiment completely gone down the drain. I mean, it's being blocked by something, whether that's a spawner or chest, I have no idea, but you know what? Boop. We don't have to worry about it anymore. Oh, goodness. So not to blind you, and now that we have this all out of the way, I have night vision goggles on. Looks a little bit different in this dimension with night vision on. I'm just gonna have to loot this by hand, I guess. We're gonna have to just adventure through here and just loot by hand. I can tell you that this is a little bit different of a situation. Oh boy. A little bit different of a situation here. It feels like the ground mobs are a lot worse. And I think there's an underground to this. I just can't quite tell yet. Oh boy, there's a lot of explodey boys everywhere. I can't even break the ground. Everybody, leave me alone. Oh yeah, there's spawners all over the place. That makes sense. Probably get rid of those. Yeah, the mobs are it's just chaos. It's just utter chaos with all the mobs. Okay, so the majority of the spawners gone. Let's go and get rid of these guys. All the creepers. Just so much chaos. Now there is, of course, another thing I could try, and that is, oh boy, how about the solid fuel quarry? Yeah, this seems a little broken, and this might actually work better than the builder, which is kind of saying something. But if we place this down, I don't know, let's say right here, for example. Actually, let's move it over just a little bit. Just a little bit. How about like right here? It seems to be like perfectly right in the area where everything's at. All we have to do is give it a chest. And then give it some coal. And this thing is going to be moving on. Now, I think though, I can actually speed this up. And look at this bad boy go. Oh my gosh. So can it not break these polished stone blocks? That is very interesting. Oh my gosh, player heads. Is it killing mobs? It's killing mobs. But what I wonder is it breaking the chests? I think it might actually be breaking the chests. And these sort of seem like ghost blocks for some reason. Are these actual blocks? Okay, weird. So the ancient polished stone, for some reason, is just not able to be broken. It didn't break the netherite either. Huh. Very strange. Even the builder's having problems with those blocks. You know what? Still, after all of this, I think the good old-fashioned mob crusher is just the way to go. You know, I think it's honestly just going to be the way to go here. Mob crusher. Get an area set up for it, because these spawners are just ridiculous. Yeah, I need to make sure that it's within range. So yeah, I'll set my tank up, set my mob crusher, trying not to get my blocks blown up. That'd probably be a good idea. Oh boy, the creepers I gotta watch out for, because they can just show up out of nowhere. All right, there's that. Point. All right, so that should be killing mobs. So I should be fine if I'm over here. And then I just need to make sure this is just outputting to all sides, because for some reason it's not pushing to the right side. There we go. So I can effectively pop in here now and see, is there anything hiding under this? Okay, so there is an area down below. Oh my gosh. There is an area down below. Okay. How deep are we talking here? Because this looks like there's spawners on every single one of these slabs. Oh my gosh, this goes way down. Oh my. It's these guys. No, 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 no. We gotta break you. All of these gotta go. Oh boy. This is huge. I mean, seriously, look how big this area is. It's so big, it's just causing lag. Okay. This is the way to do it. Holy smokes. Okay. As far as loot goes, I think we've got it. This is quite expansive under here. I have nowhere near the amount of storage needed for all of this stuff. This is now effectively just me running around, breaking as many spawners as I can, taking a ton of damage. Oh my gosh. Look at this army I'm walking through. Yep, I of course also have Bad Omen. Now, I don't know how you would not have Bad Omen in this situation. Oh my god. The mobs have to stop at some point, right? I mean, they have to. So I went ahead and quick teleported back, utilizing my warp stone. Such a fantastic tool, by the way. And I think I have a solution for this underground area. It's going to come in the form of our Vindicator charms and Invoker charms. I was getting these somehow from the underground area. And it looks like you only need 6 in order to get this. Let's see. Do I have one for Wither Skeletons? I don't know why the Wither Skeleton ones aren't dropping. Like, they should have dropped. But for some reason, I haven't seen any, and I killed a bunch of those. But these, I was getting. Now, these charms, I should be able to wear, I think. Or maybe I just keep them in my inventory. And they're not even going to look at me. It looks like we just keep them in our inventory. And hopefully, this will prevent them from attacking us. This is potentially going to make looting that underground area 10 times easier. Oh, this is cool. Now, see, they're right here. Now, these guys will target me, but they shouldn't really spawn anymore. So this will allow me to get down here and definitely clean up a few of the areas. Like, this is a crazy looking area. Magma? What is this? Is this like a lava block? This is a lava puzzle. That's so cool. Yeah, this is going to be so much easier to loot. Yeah, it looks like it switches back and forth and has a chance of becoming lava. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still going to be incredibly noisy. So, Vindicators, we can just turn their sound off. Yeah, and Evokers. Yeah, Evokers. Let's just turn their sound off as well. Yeah. I mean, this is not broken at all. I mean, yeah. This isn't broken. Not one bit. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is 100% the way to do this. I mean, without this, oh my gosh. You know how hard it would be? I mean, I do know how hard it is because I literally just tried it a minute ago. If only I had the Wither Skeleton ones. Now, I notice if you try and kill these guys, they will not attack you. They won't attack you at all. But it does consume durability if you do kill them while you're in this mode, and it takes durability on that. So, something to keep in mind. But really, just walk around them. Don't even worry about killing them, and you should be fine. So, I am back from this crazy adventure, and now, believe me, in this pack, you can get even more overpowered than I currently am. Like, it does get even more to the point of where you'll be near invincible. Of course, I don't even have creative flight yet. So let's put it in perspective. But let's go over all of the goodies that we've gotten today. Because I can tell you, it's quite a bit. So just all of the armor. This is all, like, all of this gear is not legendary, even though it's called legendary. I believe this is the what rarity is this with Apotheosis? The gems do sometimes show. There we go. This is supposedly a mythic. That's right. It's a mythic gear. So all of this is mythic gear. It's just at some point I had to just start getting rid of spawners. We have so many spawners. Like, not only, like, all of this is mythic gear, not to mention all of the enchanted books that we got. And I did go ahead and compress down all of the nuggets that we had currently had to take a look at how many nuggets I grinded out from this. Because, by the way, this dungeon is huge that we were in. And I barely even touched a few layers of it. Now, all the loot seems to be fairly similar, no matter what area you're in. All of the loot is going to be the same. So I was receiving, it seemed like a little bit of vibranium and a little bit of all the modium. I didn't get any unobtainium, I don't think, from this particular adventure. So I don't know. And I also noticed that my quarry was not doing anything. Not doing anything at all. So don't expect a quarry to be able to work on this. But notice, like, just how many all the modium nuggets we got. There's got to be several. It's probably nearing a stack of all the modium that we obtained from that adventure alone. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can already tell. There's like several stacked. And all of this gear can be broken down as well. So like we can definitely break this down for mythic stuff and make our own gear upgraded to mythic. Oh, this is so much stuff. So with that in mind, with all of our nuggets, which by the way, these were just generated from the bees. Yeah, this was about how much all the modium I got from just this short adventure. It wasn't even that long in there. Enough to fill my backpack, I think 2 or 3 times and come back and dump it. And then this on, oh my gosh, so much vibranium. 28. Not a crazy amount of vibranium, but as you can see, it definitely favors the Aldemodium in that loot pool. But still, that loot pool is crazy with the mythic gear, because with all of that, like with any of these swords, for example, like I don't even care what's on here because we can just get so much of it. We can break this weapon down, remember? So we can throw this in and we'll get 1 to 4 God Forged pearls. And all it takes, for example, if I take this down as well, all it takes is 6 of those and we can redo our gear here with 6 of them. And look at this. We'll get insta health on here. We get a socket as well. Like, cause this gear doesn't have a socket on it. Like, and I was told, by the way, that total entity gravity is a good thing. It's sort of like a jump boost, sort of effect, which is kind of interesting. I don't know how much I would like that, but it can be put on here. This is ridiculous. So I think overall today, whew, man, I need to wipe the sweat off my brow because this adventure today was incredible. And I learned a lot. So the reliquary, between what we can and cannot do as far as using quarries, yeah, it's always good to test things. I like testing things out. And for some reason, those pesky blocks cannot be broken. Oh man, I have no idea why, but I digress. I guess it would be kind of bad if you could use the thing to kind of just completely annihilate everything and you're left with an empty hole of just chests. You know, yeah, that's probably a good thing. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to click that subscribe button. Comment down below if there's something interesting or some sort of method of doing something that you found out that I have yet to see. Let me know down in the comments below, and I might use that in a video. Who knows? So, guys, that's how I learn. I learn from you guys. I really do appreciate it, guys. Of course, let me thank the sponsor of today's video. And of course, when I say sponsor, I totally mean support, because you guys definitely support me. And supporting me over on Discord is one of the best ways possible. And of course, let me give huge thanks to Shadow Taddy. Thank you so much for your amazing support over on the Discord. Becoming a Discord premium member, and I'd love for you guys to check that out and join for yourself potentially, or just join the Discord just to hang out, ask questions, and all of that good stuff. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. And of course, guys, as always, thanks for watching.